Hey everyone, John Runner 88 here with another Star Wars figure review. This time it is the Imperial Gunner, or Gunners, because I've got three of them. A good friend, local friend of mine, he hooked me up with some other ones. He is a mint on card collector, and they were had the Walmart special um, attached to these figures here, which means that they gave him a nice suplex right before they packaged them up and sent them out the door. And, in doing that to these figures, they become nice and crushed in their bubbles, which is great. We love that. I don't mind it because I am an opener, as you can tell. And I also know what you're thinking is that, like, oh, this is so crazy. It's like you're on the bridge of the Death Star or something. It's like, no, this. I cobbled this together last minute. I was like, Hasbro has not given us. Okay, they've given us stuff in the past, like play sets and whatnot, but I don't have a good like setup for like panels and stuff. I need to like make that or something, do some DIY stuff, which will be kind of fun to do. But I need to find a lot of like little uh, nice pieces that I can kind of manipulate to do some cool stuff like this. Which would be this is from Antog Merrick's X-wing. I just took the control panel out of it. The new that version of the X-wing, it pops right in and out, which is cool. The old version of the X-wing has like a little like string attached to it, so you'd have to like uh, snip it to like take it all the way out. But it's a nice little gunner area, I suppose. It's what I have to work with. Okay, I had to throw it together to make a video for all you guys. Cut me some slack here, okay? I got a mouse droid here for you. I know it's like a first order mouse droid. I don't think there's much of a difference. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Um, okay, let's get into it. Imperial Gunner. He is a re-release, pretty much exactly the same as the Death Star Gunner that was on a Rogue One card. This is part of the Finish the 96 initiative by Hasbro, partnered with Walmart. Yay! I don't mind them being partnered with Walmart for the most part, as long as they're getting tons of figures out, which is really cool. The problem is for mint on card collectors who want these coming in pristine condition, they are not because for some reason Walmart just damages these. Like you've got them going from like a case, like they're coming from a single like case assortment as far as like you've got like a full case of these figures. So it should be going from like that case into like a hold area and then shipped out to us. And somewhere in between that, they like kick it across the room or give it an elbow. And that's very frustrating for people who want to collect these on card. They it's very difficult. They have to order like I've seen horror stories of them ordering some collectors ordering like 10 of a figure and still not finding one that was um, acceptable for them to add to their collection, and that's unacceptable. But as far as the figure itself, the Walmart issue is a completely different beast. We can't do anything about that. Let's hope they sort it out eventually. But for now, we're just gonna stick here with this review, and we're gonna look at this figure because it's a really good figure overall. It's kind of cobbled together, I think, with a few pieces. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's actually relatively. I think at the time when it came out for the Rogue One card back, I'm pretty sure it was probably like an all new figure actually. For the time, it has like all the modern stuff they're going for. But it's it's got really good range of motion with the head. I mean, it's just a helmet, and they just stuffed it on like a little, feels like a barbell. Yeah, it's definitely a barbell joint in there. One issue is like they've got, not like an issue, but like they come with a weapon. Do they ever, are they ever seen with a weapon? I don't think so. And they don't have like a holster or anything, so that just gets put in a pile of all the other accessories we have. It's nice that they come with it, but also be nice if they had like a holster. But I know a lot of people have one of the glaring issues with this release is that it's got this like vest on. It's they wore these in like Rogue One, the Gunners, but in like A New Hope or Return of the Jedi, wherever I think it was Return of the Jedi on the card back. I've got the card back in my house. I just didn't feel like wrapping it. Okay, I cleaned up a little bit. I put them in the other room, and I didn't feel like going and shuffling through it. So you're gonna have to bear with me here. If you're collecting these guys, I'm sure you know what the card back looks like. Um, I'm sorry I'm failing you right now, but they are not wearing this vest on the card back. But also the card back, it's kind of I'm pretty sure it's a behind the scenes picture, and the guy's looking a little schlubby anyway. The helmet's like way too big for him or her, whoever's under it. And it's just, it's, you know, I think these are pretty decent guys for what they are. I do wish that they did a weird thing with the helmet where it's like, it's two pieces like down the middle, and or it's like, it's a few different pieces like put together to make this helmet. And I really wish that where the visor is, like in the middle, see, you can kind of see like a line running down it where like the seam is from the molding process. And I really wish that they figured out a way to put like a solid visor piece through the middle to really make it look, just to make it like shine differently, have like a different tone to it, because it does get lost in the rest of the helmet when it's supposed to be like a visor. I know it's just a weird helmet, overall, but I think that would have been a nice way to break it up. But it's whatever. It's what they did. It's what we're gonna deal with. But I mean, it's got all the articulation you need. It's got, the torso. It's got hinge wrists and everything. Not much can be said for the scout trooper that they are giving us again, and they still haven't updated that. So, but that's a completely different story altogether, and I'm sure we will get into it at some point in time. But we're here about the Imperial Gunner, or the Death Star Gunner, whatever you want him to be. Or I think they were even on Morag, or Morak. Is it Morag? Morak? In The Mandalorian. I'm pretty sure they showed these guys real quick when they were shooting at the Slave One. I, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Boba Fett's starship. Boba Fett's starship. Whew, I hope Disney doesn't see this. But moving on, they've got the disc hinge like hips, and they work good on these guys. I'd say some of the more problematic ones are with the Stormtrooper, which it's like it's such a great figure, the Stormtrooper, but it's like it's a real pain because like those disc hinges are like almost like the whole like they're on like the outside and the inside. Like these ones are kind of just on the inside where they like show. Can't really see them like on the outside too much, but it almost is like a kind of like a T-bar um, ball joint situation going on. It's like kind of the ease at which it bends. So I'm a big fan of like these legs. They're pretty good. I don't I'm not a fan of when they kind of like show in the front like this. You've got like you can see like the joint there. There's definitely weight like it doesn't have they could have this plastic could have gone all the way up to here, like up to the knee, and then obviously you'll see it in the back. But just like small little design issues like that they could have easily fixed, I'm sure. But aside from all that, it's a good figure. It's got like good bend in its elbow and everything too. It's like it would hold it. It holds a blaster really good. They just don't have like a holster and they never like use them. But it's cool to have. I mean, they're nicely painted blasters too. They got a lot of paint details on them for whatever reason. Surprised they just didn't pump out just little black blobs of plastic for us. But it's pretty cool. I do enjoy that Walmart has been getting lots of like new TVC out for us, or like finishing like the 96, like I said. It's their like initiative with Walmart. And now they're doing that Clone War, a lot of Clone Wars stuff, which is really cool. Doing a lot of ARC Troopers, which, yes, thank you. I love the ARC Troopers. But that is the Imperial Gunner. He's got a little schmutz on him. That's the problem with like wearing black. I can't imagine they've their uniforms hold up very well. They probably got marks or like dandruff all over them or something. Dandruff would show very well. Would show up way too much on these outfits, and I guess that must be what the helmets are for, so their shoulders stay nice and pristine. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Go follow my Instagram, JohnRunner88, as well. Follow me over there because I post a lot of behind the scenes pictures, kind of like outtakes, or like I do, kind of like show off all the cool angles. You'll see that this looks much better when you can't see all this junk around it. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.